All right, so this question says Picasso creates a painting on rectangular canvas with a width that is 6 inches longer than the height as shown in the diagram. We are to write an expression in the standard form that represents the area of the canvas given that the total area of the canvas that he uses 40 square inches determine the width and the height. So this is the rectangular canvas. We have the height, and the width is 6 meters longer than the height. So that's why we have h representing the height and h plus 6 representing the width, because it is said it's 6 meters longer. Okay. So in order to calculate the area of a rectangle, we know area is length times width, so we're going to multiply the sides together. Hence, the area of the rectangle would be h times h plus 6. Using the distributive property, that would have given us h squared plus 6h. Now, the addition, so this would be an expression that represents the area for the canvas used. Now, he used a total of 40 square inches. So that means that if the canvas that was used had an area of 40 square inches, then we know the area is equal to 40 square inches. And since this expression h squared plus 6h gives us the area of the canvas, we know it's going to be equal to 40. To find the height and the width, we have to set our equation equal to 0, which means we're going to subtract 40 from both sides. So in the standard form, this is now our equation. Now, we're going to use the box method to kind of solve. And so we know our h squared goes in the upper left. And we know we're multiplying by h times h. And we know our negative 40 is going to go right here. So we now need to start looking for factors of negative 40. And we could do, and we're particularly looking for factors of a negative 40 that gives us a positive 6 when we multiply them together, when we add them together, sorry. So we could have negative 1 and a positive 40. We could have negative 2 and a positive 20. We could have a negative 4 and a positive 10. We could have a negative 5 and a positive 8. When we add the pairs, the one that gives us a positive 6 is actually negative 4 plus 10. So that's the pair of factors that we're going to be using, which means we can put a negative 4 here, which means this is a negative 4h, and a plus 10 here, which means this is going to be 10h. And when we combine, we know we're going to end up getting 6h. So 10 minus 4 is 6. All right, so now we can write the factored form of the equation, which is going to be h minus 4 times h plus 10 is equal to 0. So either h minus 4 is equal to 0, or h plus 10 is equal to 0. In this case, we're going to add 4 to both sides, so h is equal to 4. And in this case, we're going to subtract 10 from both sides, which means h is equal to negative 10. We know that this option is not going to count because height cannot be negative. And so in the event that the height is 4 feet, 4 square inches, so we're going to say since height cannot be negative, h is equal to 4, And then h plus 6 is going to be 4 plus 6, which is equal to 10. So that's going to be equal to 4, and that's going to be equal to 10, and there we have our solution.